Hi, Debbie Chu here from Chew on Vegan, and welcome back to my kitchen. Today I'm going to be making potatoes au gratin. I'm going to be using Yukon Gold potatoes, I'm going to be using some cashew cream, and some of my homemade plant-based cheese sauce. We're going to be slicing the potatoes super thin using my mandolin, and also slicing some sweet onions super thin to go in this recipe. If you don't have a mandolin, that's okay, you can use a knife, no problem. So I'm going to take you over to get a closer look, so let's get started. So I've got some Yukon Gold potatoes here. I'm going to start by slicing them on my mandolin. So you're going to want a thickness of about that big. And make sure to use your guard when you get a little bit closer to the end of the potato. So I'm just going to continue slicing up my potatoes. So I sliced up they were pretty small Yukon Gold potatoes. And like I said, you can use a mandolin or you can use a knife. If you don't have a mandolin, I really highly suggest you get one. I think I got this one for under $20 and I use it all the time. And it really comes in handy. And I'll put a link to this mandolin in my description box. So next we're going to slice our onion, and we're going to just slice it in the same bowl with the potatoes, because you want nice thin slices of onion. They're just going to cook up so nicely in the potatoes. So I'm going to slice up a few more slices, and then we're going to make our sauce. Now we're going to whip up a quick little sauce, and this is super easy. I'm just going to use some cashew cream, which I have a recipe for that on my channel. I will put a link to that. We're just going to put that in a bowl. This is going to add some creaminess to our dish. And then I'm going to add about a 1/3 cup of soy milk. Give that a little whisk. And then we're going to add some spices. I've got some salt, garlic powder, I've got onion powder, I have a little poultry seasoning, and I'm also going to add in a little nutritional yeast just for some extra vitamins and for an extra little cheesy taste. And let's put in some cracked pepper. And then we'll just whisk this around. All right. Once we have our spices all mixed in, we're just going to pour it right into this bowl with the potatoes and these beautifully sliced onion. So just dump it all in. And I'm just going to use my hands. My hands are clean, but if you want to wear gloves, feel free. But I just want to make sure everything gets coated. And sometimes they stick together, so you have to kind of pull them apart. So just get them all nice and mixed in. I have a lined baking dish here with some parchment paper just to make cleanup a little easier. We're just going to dump these in here. Kind of arrange them. They're overlapping a little bit, distributing the onions around. Yeah. And then I like to take the last few and just kind of make a nice little layer on top. That's just my personal preference. And you can make this as deep as you want. You just may have to cook it a little bit longer. So, all right, then this leftover sauce I'm just going to pour on. And this will totally thicken up in the oven. So we'll make a nice thick little sauce. Then I have about a cup of my plant-based cheese sauce. I will put a link to this recipe in the description box. So just pour it over. So you have a nice cheesy layer on top. Spreading it around a little bit. You don't need to mess with it too much. Then we're gonna cover this with foil and bake it at 350 for about 35 minutes. Then we're gonna bake it uncovered for about 15 minutes. Then we're gonna broil it for about 5 to 7 minutes to get a nice crusty top. I also like to wipe down any little drips just because they're just gonna burn. So I'm gonna cover this up, throw it in the oven, and we'll see you back. We're gonna uncover it now and set it back in the oven for about 15-20 minutes. I just pulled it out. It's been going for about another 15 minutes. It was uncovered baking. Their potatoes are tender, so they're done. Now I just want to brown it. So I'm going to throw it back in under the broiler for about 5-6 minutes. You don't want to walk away. You want to watch it because it can burn really quickly. And then we will be ready to plate this up. As you can see, it's perfectly browned. And we're gonna let it cool for a few minutes, and then I'm gonna put it on a plate and we are gonna give it a taste, or I'm gonna give it a taste. And I'll let you know how good it is. Beautiful potatoes au gratin using Yukon Gold potatoes. It's all whole food, plant-based, no oil. Perfect, love it. So I just topped it with a little fresh parsley. I think it came out perfect, golden brown. It looks super cheesy, and let's give this baby a taste. Yum, yum, yum. Here we go. Mmm. Oh yeah. Mmm. It's creamy, it's delicious. It was so easy. Just a few ingredients: potatoes, onions, some spices, cashew cream, a little soy milk. I mean, you can't beat it. So I hope you give this one a try. It's good for you, it's good for the animals, and it's good for the planet. And remember, what you put on your plate determines your fate. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends. And if you haven't already, please subscribe. And check out my description box. I've got discount codes in there. I've got links to my t-shirt, my favorite kitchen gadgets. So check that out as well. Until next time, thank you.